What's going on, guys? It's the One Anti-Hero here, and finally, I'm bringing you the Gusto deck profile. It's the new Baby Girl Pilica, came out in Primal Origins, which makes this deck a lot more consistent, a lot more faster, and gets its plays off. So, just a quick recap. I only played this deck at locals once, tournament yesterday actually. And I went 3-1 in 4 rounds of Swiss. I lost to Mermails. I won against Boojins in time. I won my Dolces 2-0, and I won against Gravekeepers 2-1. And then in top 8, I played against the infamous Hat deck, and Hands, Artifacts, Trap Tricks, and I beat them 2-1. So, and then it was a split at top 4, so overall I was 4-1 in the day, and the deck, it performed extremely well. Not a lot of people knew what it did too, so that the surprise factor is always there. Before I get into it, I just want to give a quick shout out to my friends Almeida, Matt, Juan, Jack for the Black Rose. Like anybody who helped me make this deck, I just want to give you guys a shout out for that because it's really fun and might be my new baby. So Thunder family, watch out. All right, anyways, let's get into it. All right, so we got 3 Pilica, 3 Gusto Goldo, this is the best recruiter in the deck. 3 Gusto Eagle. This, when it's destroyed by battle, you get a level 4 lower non-tuner Gusto monster to your side of the field. And then 2 Winda, the worst recruiter, that's why she's at 2. 2 Kamoi, this is a flip effect. So someone Gusto tuner monster from your deck, any level. This is actually really good. Even though I don't like flip effects, but when she does go off, she does create plays. And then lastly for the monsters, we run 2 Calm. Her effect is you draw 2 Gusto monsters in your main deck and then draw 1. This is actually, since it's a cost, it got around Necro Valley, which is really cool. It's a ruling. Not many people believe me, but it's on there. So yeah, I only run 15 monsters in my build because I feel like 15 is, you know, well enough, and you recycle so much. And by the way, 2 of these make Lightning Chidori, so yeah, excellent card. For spells, 3 Power Duality. I feel like it's better than Upstart because you don't, in this deck specifically, because you don't want to draw your recruiter, so Power Duality lets you choose what card you add. And you're usually supposed to summon on your opponent's turn unless you're going off on your turn. Then, you know, I've never had a dead Power Duality in the head, to be honest. 3 E-Tellies. This gets out your Pilica, your Windows, and your Kamois. If you're going for extra damage for game, which I'll explain the OTK in a little bit, or Pilica is really the main play because when she's normal special, you get a Wind Tuner from your grave, and you do all kinds of shenanigans. 3 MST. I still think it's good this format, even though artifacts are a thing. You know, you just gotta play smart and don't blind MST because that's just retarded now. It always was, but now more than ever. 2 creature swap. A lot of people don't see this coming, so it actually is really good power play. It's sometimes a game changer. I do actually side out games 2 and 3 because a lot of people expect it after they save for the first game, and it's an easy side out card. I run 1 Contact with Gusto. Basically you shuffle 2 Gusto monsters into the deck. That means that you can even put your Synchros into your extra deck, and you pop a card on the field. I only run 1 because I run 15 monsters and I don't want it to clog, and 1's been the perfect number for me in testing. 1 Book of Moon and 1 Dark Hole. To round it up, I think Dark Hole's pretty good this format because, you know, they can flood the field with artifacts, and Dark Hole puts a stop on all that. 1 Solemn Morning, 1 Torrento, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse. I feel like those are pretty good, the 4 staples, quote unquote. I might take the Compulse out for something else, maybe a Soul Charge or whatever, because I'm thinking about messing around with that. Taking 1 Divine Wrath. Sometimes you want a recruiter in your grave, especially for Pilica, so this actually helps a lot, and it's a spell for 3, so it gives around Yamato with the, you know, hair and stuff. And it's just a really good card overall. 2 Phoenix Chains. I still like Phoenix Chain. Breakthrough's really good this format, so if I had breakthroughs, I'd probably find room for them as well, but I would still run Phoenix Chain. 2 Trap Stun. This actually is one of the MVPs for me yesterday. It stopped my opponent so much, you know, especially if I knew that they had like a Solemn Warning or like a Black Hornet Heaven down. This just, you know, I flip this up and then go off and go for game. Lastly, 2 Call of the Haunteds. This is really good to get your plays off, especially if you need that one more extra push. It just gets it going. So that's a 40 card main deck. And now let me get into the extra deck. Play 1 Totem Bird. Totem Bird is actually really good. It's 2 level 3 wins, and what it does is 1900 attack, so it's a weak attack, but whenever your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can detach to, negate, and destroy it. Also, when it has no materials, it becomes 1600 attack, so it's like a mini Lagia. This guy, what he does is, whenever he would battle an opponent's monster, he double his attack and make him 3000. Lightning Chidori, of course, Mistborn Colossus. I'm probably going to take this out for another of the Totem Bird, because I didn't even make it once during that day. Daigusto. Goldos. What this does is, Falcos. What this does, when it synchro summon, all your Gusto monsters currently on the field gain 600 attack, including itself, so it becomes a 2000 beat stick, but it's mainly it's a level 4, so it's another lightning, potential Lightning Chidori. Armades, this card's boss. Cataster. 2 Gusto Goldos, this card. It's also a cost I found out too, so you can activate underneath Necro Valley, but what it does is it shuffles 2 Gusto monsters into the main deck, and you pop a face-up monster your opponent controls. 3 Daigusto Sprees. This is the heart and soul of the deck, pretty much. What this card does is it can't be destroyed by battle, number 1. When it's synchro summon, you add any Gusto card from your graveyard to hand, so that even means contact with Gusto, so that's awesome. And any battle damage you would take involving your Gusto monsters, your opponent takes instead. So the whole loop is you have this card out, and you summon one of your recruiters, and then you just keep, attacking your opponent's monsters, suiciding until you get more recruiters, and they eventually take all the damage for game. Black Rose Dragon. Daigusto Eagles. This it's a level 7, 2600 attack. During the end phase, I can remove any wind monster, and pop a set card my opponent controls. And lastly, Stardust Dragon. Okay, so that's the extra deck. And for the side deck, this is definitely going to change, but this is what I ran at the locals: 2 Lightning Prisoners, 1 more Divine Wrath, 2 Dust Tornadoes because Skill Drain sucks. Twister, Imperial Iron Wall, Dragons and Boojins are a thing. 2 Rival Warlords, these are definitely coming out because this actually hurts me a little bit too. I was having them from Indulges because I wasn't sure what the siding from Indulges. I don't really like Effect Veiler, but that might end up going in anyway. 2 Mind Crush because it's a generic good card. 1 DD Crow because I only had one at the time, and these were 2 Vinny's Emptinesses, and which I will get eventually, but 2 DD Crows I think are definitely going in to make it 3 instead of the Rivalry Warlord, so that's probably the only thing I'd change. So yeah, that was the deck profile. I encourage everybody who hasn't tried this deck out to, try it out if you're looking for something fun to play. It actually is pretty competitive. I'm doing my best to make it competitive, and it's really consistent right now. So, yeah, if you have any questions, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Send any suggestions, and I'll get back to you. So, thank you. I appreciate it for watching. This is One Anti-Hero signing out.